Right, in the last video we were finding the inverse of 3x3 matrices, and before that the inverse of 2x2 matrices. So just a quick one, just to see some properties of the inverse. So if we have some matrix A and we find its inverse, and then we want to find the inverse of A, well, this rather intuitively just takes us back to our original matrix A. So that's property 1. The inverse of the inverse is just A. Next up, if we have a matrix A but multiplied by some scalar, and the reason we know this is scalar is because I haven't underlined it. My notation is 1 underlines a vector, 2 is a matrix, okay, just so we're clear. And we take the inverse of this, well, this turns out to be equal to 1 over the scalar multiplied by the inverse of A. So this is useful if you already know what the inverse of A is, you've already calculated it, and then you get asked what the inverse of 2 lots of A is. Well, you don't have to multiply them by 2, then go through the process of finding the inverse of 2 lots of that matrix. You just take the original matrix A and then you just divide it by 2. It will have a lambda, so that's a nice one to remember. And again, it seems intuitive because lambda to the minus 1 is 1 over lambda, but not all those rules do necessarily apply. So, but this one is fine. And our final one for today's quick video is if we got any amount of matrices, but I'm gonna give 3, all multiplied together, and we want to find the inverse of all of them multiplied together. Well, this is equal to all the individual inverses multiplied together. Sorry, should be a 1. Yeah, C inverse, B inverse, A inverse. But the important thing here is the order of verses. So A, B, C multiplied together, take the inverse, is equal to C inverse times B inverse times A inverse. And this is not equal to A to the minus 1, B to the minus 1 times C to the minus 1, because order of multiplying matrices is very important. So that this one here and this one here are not equal, okay? And this rule can be extended to 4 matrices, 5 matrices, 6, 7, 8, 9, on and on and on. So yeah, you could have 100 matrices, that rule still applies. That's it for this brief video. Hope you learned something new. Be sure to remember these rules, and I hope to see you in the next one.